Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your MC, Greg Keller, MuddyCowbells.com, and the Boulder cyclocross team. And tonight we are honored to have an amazing person here tonight, two amazing people here tonight, and we get to interrogate them because they're our captive audience for tonight. So I'm honored and privileged. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Katie Compton and Mr. Mark Legg Compton. So just a couple of things. I have some questions. How we want to do this tonight is I have some questions for you, but we want to, I mean, all these people are here to see you, and they have questions, and I put a little tweet out. I'm like, you guys, we have them, they're ours for a few minutes. So queue up some questions, and I know there's quite a few of them out there. So first of all, if there's anyone here in this room who doesn't know Katie, I'm going to have to do some introductions or some face slapping, because you're staring at the single most lauded athlete, cyclocross athlete, that the United States has produced in cyclocross. This is Katie Compton. More than any man, more than any woman, she has won more titles than any athlete to go across our big ocean and bring it to the Belgians and the Dutch. 5 World Cup wins, I think 6, I forgot the last one. 6, my bad. I'm going off Wikipedia, update that. Come on!
How do people do that?
Yeah. I think you can contribute. You're part of the family. Medals at the Cyclocross Worlds, and again, an extraordinarily accomplished para-athlete, having piloted to countless, if I showed you this palmares, countless victories to gold, piloting Carissa Witzel to a number of international Paralympic medals all around the world. So this is, again, our country, and if not the world's, one of the premier athletes in cycling is right here sitting in front of us. And again, we've got her for having. So with that, I have a couple of questions for you. So I kind of wanted to, I didn't want to do the prototypical stuff. Every one of us, we're uber geeks for this. So you're at least I am. I'm the archetypal geek, so I admit it. But I wanted to get down to some raw things that we as cyclocrossers kind of experience. So the first thing is uprooting your life, and we have all these creature comforts, especially when all of us we get our stuff together, we put our bikes on the car. Everything is pristine. We have our ritual, our pattern that we go through every weekend. And you uproot yourself, you throw all your bikes, all your equipment, everything into boxes, and you fly that shit over to Europe. So, and then you have to reassemble your life over there. So my first question is, when you get to the motherland, where do you stay?
We stay in Compton, Belgium, which is an hour northeast of Brussels. So it's actually right next to Holland. So we actually do all our training in Holland. It's the bike paths are better there. But yeah, we stay. It's actually where the
Sorry about that.
yeah, we stay actually where the next World Cup is. It's right kind of in our neighborhood there. But yeah, we stay with the family there that we found 3 years ago, kind of a friend through a friend through a friend. And they're awesome. They pretty much take care of us. It's just like going home to mom and dad. And they cook for us, clean for us, pretty much do everything. So we just wake up. Mark washes all the bikes still. There's all that stuff. He spends all day doing that. But yeah, just kind of wake up and food's out. We ride and come home and relax, and everything's taken care of. Laundry's done too. So yeah, it's pretty easy.
Awesome. What do you miss most? I mean, you're over there for extended periods of time. What do you miss most? For me, it was peanut butter.
Being next to Holland, they have peanut butter in Holland, so it's Pindakaas. So we actually buy Pindakaas in Holland because Belgians hate peanut butter. They look at us like, oh, how can you eat that? Yet they're like spreading like liver pate on their bread for breakfast, and I'm like, really? So, no, we miss crunchy food and spicy food. I can't bring enough hot sauce. And we try to add it to everything that it's going to I mean, you can only add to so many foods with the right flavors, but we definitely try to add that to as much as we can. And then crunchy food, because they don't like crunching on anything. Even the potato chips are not quite crunchy. You don't get nice Boulder salt and vinegar chips there. You know, that Boulder, whatever they're called.
Be sure to send you care packages.
So as soon as we come back, we usually I either make some Thai curry or get a Chipotle burrito and put lots of hot sauce on it, and a bag of potato chips. Or two. Or four, or like the 10 for 10 at the grocery store.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here's where we dip into the Uber geekdom. Are you ready? All right. So speaking of our rituals, the warm-up. It's pretty huge. If you saw me run around a cyclocross course in the morning, hey Kelly, how you doing? And I'm like, ah, shut up. I got things shoved up my nose, embrochate my nose and rub it down my legs. And there's certain things that you just can't do. So I've had a few people, when I put out that tweet, what do you want to ask Katie? I swear to God, almost 10 people said, find out about her ritual. What's your pre-race ritual? What do you do? And I'm not kidding. I'm speaking on behalf of the people here. Come on.
To be honest, I don't really have a set pre-race ritual. I mean, I have like a schedule I follow with, when I have to get on the rollers for warm-up, when I pre-ride the course, the openers I do, the warm-up I do. That actually changes day to day depending on how I feel. If I feel like crap, then I'll do less openers and kind of more just long, easy riding. If I feel good, then I'll do the openers and do a typical hour warm-up or so. And the pre-ride, depending on the course, like if it's a World Cup, I'll pre-ride the course the day before, and then maybe just do one lap the day of to dial in tire pressure. But if it's a local race, I'll just get there really early so we can get parked, get through registration, pre-ride the course, set the TED up, do pretty much all the extra stuff that takes forever in Belgium.
Then proceed to stop everyone. I said,
yeah, Coxside are there 5 hours before just to get a parking spot, because that's one thing in Belgium. They like to give elite parking passes to the elite men, and then they put the women with the juniors and the beginners, which could be 2-kilometer walk to the course, which I can ride on a bike, but Mark's got all the pit stuff to carry and equipment, absolutely. And a 2-kilometer walk to the start is ridiculous.
It's very true. Finding race courses in the middle of these tiny little towns is obscure. Brandon and I had to roll down the window and interrogate this little Dutch kid who had no idea.
But chances are he spoke English, so that helped a ton.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's where our family comes into play too, because we can't speak the language, and Flemish is amazingly hard to learn. And it helps that they, first of all, speak the language, and then they know everybody, it seems. Like everybody in Belgium knows everybody else. So pull up to the race, and you can usually talk to the police and get us the good parking spot, or our Belgian mom, which is awesome. She's a mom, so of course she's like fighting for her kids. But I mean, even one of the races, I forgot my permission to ride letter, so they weren't going to let me start. Of course, it's a Neil. And she yelled at the guy enough for him to feel bad and get me a start spot, and then she went back and yelled at another guy to get a parking pass, and then she came back, she's like, just fuming, running back to him. She's like, oh, it's good, I got it, no worries.
You're unlucky. Make a note, you need your letters when you go over to Europe.
Yes.
Can you write me one?
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot that, so.